It's been a minute, it's been a couple of months, and oh well. Good content takes time, guys, right? No, I missed you too. And yeah, been out working, had a hectic wedding season, hectic couple of months at work as well. And now it's just time for me to at least sit back, relax just a little, reflect, and be able to, catch up on things like YouTube that I didn't quite have time for, the last couple of months. So good to be back, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, which is all about my trip to Kenya and the fact that we have an article published in a magazine. Yay! To start off with, trip to Kenya. I got to visit my friend Carol, who I hadn't seen since 2019. And, all this time we just had a very long distance friendship, which is great. I mean, we have very long calls. She probably knows more about me than people who live with me in the UK do. That's how close we are. So to be able to go and see her in person and spend time with her and make new memories. After all, a little backstory about me and Carol. We met in 2018, 2019. We were both doing our masters. She was at UCL and I was at SOAS, and we lived under the same accommodation organization, although they had two different houses. So we met in like 2018, and we would hang out with a group of friends. At that time I was still running, a group of like African graduate students in London. And we had all these activities where we would socialize and hang out. But Carol and I only really got close in the last 4 months of her stay in the UK, when we became roommates. And those 4 months were so good. They were the foundation of our friendship, our long distance friendship. So we had 4 months together, 5 years apart, but she is my closest friend. And yeah, it was a really special trip just to, go make new memories and catch up in person. Because there are things that you can say over the phone, but then there are some things that you can only express in person. So yeah, I had a really, really amazing trip to go see my friend. She lives in Nairobi. So obviously landed in Nairobi, visited Nairobi. And then we went to see her mom in Eldoret. One thing about me, if you get to know me and we're close, is that I will befriend not just you, but your parents as well. So I insisted on a road trip to go see her mom, and we did. Went all the way to Eldoret, and that was like such a beautiful weekend. Became like a whole girls trip. Carol introduced me to her friends as well, and now I've got a whole band of friends in Nairobi. I don't know what I'm doing in London, but yeah, Nairobi is where it's at. And so we did a whole girls road trip, went to see mom, spent some time with mom, and then came back to Nairobi, and on the very same day left for Mombasa. We're going more to Diani beach, so even further than Mombasa, just a bit. And spent a couple of days at the beach, which was a really nice idea. The girls were like, if you're not going to do safari in Kenya, at least do the beach. You have to do at least one tourist thing. I hadn't gone for tourism. I'd gone to see my friend and to, just have a good time. But I'm glad we went to the beach, because that was a dream. And you'll see that in the vlog as well. So yeah, spent some time at the beach, came back to Nairobi, and then got my sister locks done. Can we give it up for the sister locks? They actually just need a retie, but I am loving my hair these days. Yeah, I got my hair done in Nairobi, and then I had to come back to this beautiful country. Yay. But yeah, I thought I would document that that trip, not with the perspective to, you know, for YouTube and to monetize, but just to create a bank of memories that I can always look back on, you know, on cold days like these, and see myself jumping out the water. And I'm just like, okay, I've had a good year. Okay, these cold days, it's okay, it's bearable. There have been better days, and there are better days to come. So yeah, but part of me being in Kenya as well, the thing about being a workaholic like me is using every opportunity to get a bit of work done and make some money. So I had like the very good fortune of not just going to see my friend and going to holiday, but also getting a bit of work. I got to interview Louis Tato, who is a photojournalist based in Nairobi, based in Kenya, and we had a conversation about elections, because around the time I went to Kenya, the election results had been contested, and they were waiting to get the final verdict on who the winner of the general election was. And so being, you know, in Kenya at the time when they announced William Ruto as the president, having those candid conversations with Kenyans about how they felt about the politics and, you know, the usual political violence that surrounds or clouds politics in Kenya was so insightful when I then wrote the article, which looks at how Louis Tato has covered both elections in 2017 and in 2022, and the difference that political violence can make in covering elections from a photojournalist's perspective. And so that's the article that was published in Amateur Photographer. Yeah. Okay, so that is the issue. Amateur Photographer is a weekly photography magazine. So unfortunately, it's not like you'll be able to buy this particular issue again, but I've got a couple of copies. So, gosh, where is it? There we go. Not sure if you guys can see anything, but yeah, your girl got published then and now. So we had a whole conversation with Louis Tato about elections, election violence. These are his pictures. He is such an amazing and talented photojournalist, and it was such a privilege, honestly, to interview him and to be able to write about him and to get it published. So, you know, your girl's working and diversifying my portfolio. You know, there's seasons in photography where you can't go out and shoot, or you don't have clients and you still need to make income. Writing is one way you can do that. So if you're ever looking for ways to diversify your portfolio of work, don't just wait for the product, as in just taking photos. Write about, you know, your photography, write about gear, write about other photographers, and you never know where that lands you. So yes, that's basically a trip to Kenya, getting published and continuing to work hard behind the scenes. I'm going to stop talking now so you guys can actually watch the vlog and enjoy all the beautiful views. I miss you guys. I mean, the girls in Kenya, I miss you so much. I definitely want to travel to Kenya again. Like, I really, really, really do. And can't wait to do it again. Hopefully not to wait another 5 years. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this vlog, enjoy this video. Thank you for the love, the support. Everyone who checks in with me on Instagram. I'm very, very active on Instagram. I will put my handles for you guys to follow, my personal and my work account, so you guys can see both sides of me, the serious and the fun side. So yeah, thank you so much for your support, your love. Do like, share, subscribe, comment, interact with me. I love having interactions with people, whether it's just on Instagram. My DMs are open. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I decided to do this as a 2-part video because I realized how long the vlog was going to be. So this is my first week in Nairobi, flying in, and Carol was waiting for me at the airport at 6 a.m. The love. And straight from the airport, the first thing on my list was getting my hair done. I knew how busy the week was going to be, so I had to get that out of the way. And as the week started, I got into Carol's routine because, you know, I was living with her, and she is a fitness bunny. So 5 a.m, we're in the gym. I'm basically there for moral support, but I did try to work out a bit, and, you know, getting motivation and inspiration from Carol and Joanne, who are absolute fitness bunnies. Date night. I totally believe in dating your friends, and so I took my friend on a cute date, and we went and had some hot conversations. During that first week as well, I met up with Lewis Tato and did the interview with him, which is really cool. I met up with Dana, who I also met in London, and she took me to the Giraffe Center, and that was such a beautiful way to end the week. Please note, I had been working remotely all week, so I didn't quite film, you know, us sitting by our desks and working. But yeah, it was a lot of working during the day and seeing people after work. And that was my first week in Kenya.